Welcome back to the Broncast, the podcast all about the Ford Bronco. I'm your host, John Melton.
I'm Donnie Whiteman.
We are two Bronco enthusiasts who own Broncos, work on Broncos, and just enjoy talking about Broncos from Generation 1 all the way through Generation 6. Our sponsor for today's episode is Tom's Off-Road. Tom's Off-Road has every part that you need to fully restore a Ford Bronco. Now, Donnie, today in this episode, we're obviously in the shop. We're not in the studio.
Yeah.
This episode's all about you, man. A couple weeks ago, we went through our budget. I went through my budget versus Donnie's budget, and we kind of compared numbers to see where we were at. And the truck that we were talking about with Donnie's budget is this beautiful Wimbledon white early Bronco behind us. And so we just thought, man, it would be fun today to just walk through just some of the things that he's done. Like, if we went through everything, this would be like a 4-hour episode. We're not gonna do that. So we're just gonna kind of talk through just some high level stuff and talk about the Bronco a little bit. Is that cool?
Yeah, and I think the first thing that you see, if you look at this truck, it's a luber. It's a lifted early Bronco that's uncut. So I like the stance of the truck. We wanted sort of a resto mod look, so we went with these wheels and Bridgestone.
Those are BFG all-terrains, and they're like 30-inch wheels. And you have, what do you have, a 16-inch wheel on that?
Yeah, to clear the disc brake kit. It's four-wheel disc brake.
That is, it looks really good. The stance is really good. And really, it's just like, I didn't think I would like the Wimbledon white truck. When you told me you were doing it, I was kind of like, ooh, like, I don't know if I like that. But like, when you're looking at it, it really does. It just pops. And what I love about it is it makes everything else pop around it.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, come here. Tell me about this engine. Tell me what you did in the engine bay here.
Okay, so we built a 302. I wanted to keep a couple things really stock. I wanted to use the 2-barrel cast iron intake, so I did a 2-barrel EFI from Holley Sniper. It's a 2300 model.
That's nice.
But I wanted the engine to look original. So we painted it Ford blue, and then we've tried to paint everything that was in the bay. It's mostly black, so that the engine's the star of the bay when you open the hood.
I love it. I mean, you painted all the fender wells Wimbledon white. You painted, everything is just Wimbledon white, which is super simple, but it makes every little piece of this just pop. Even like something like the air vents, up here on the dash, like they just pop, and it looks really clean. It looks really nice. And I think you did such a good job with it. Okay, so you said with your engine, you just rebuilt it. We were talking about this with the budget episode.
Yeah.
It was like $7,000 just to rebuild it.
Yep.
So, but it's pretty stock, roller cam or flat top?
No, so on this engine, we went, like I said, we wanted to keep it kind of as stock as we can so we can get like a dyno number. So we went with flat tap it.
Yep.
So it does not have hydraulic lifters in it, or same cam, things like that.
Yeah.
So this is probably gonna make 185 horsepower. Broncos don't really need a ton of horsepower, but yeah, in the engine bay, we kind of went for this stormtrooper look. Everything's black and white, and then the engine, like I said, the star of the bay. And we did a few cool things, like we went with to try to keep these things running cooler, we went with a 4-core radiator, and we did a little bling on top. But
I like it.
A white truck needs chrome, it needs bling, or it just looks like a piece of, like a washing machine.
Yeah.
So you gotta add chrome anywhere you can on white, and if you can do enough of it, then it really is classy.
Yeah. Well, that's great. It really does look good. And you mentioned you did 4-wheel disc brakes, but you just did a brake booster. Like that was...
Yeah, this is also a Tom's kit. And then anywhere there's a metal line, we went with polished stainless.
Oh,
or the radiator's polished, these are chrome. And it's not a ton of chrome, but it's enough that it's not all blue. So yeah, we're real happy with how this turned out.
Yeah, that's really nice. And then steering wise, I mean, pretty basic steering setup, not Heim joint or anything like that. Like pretty basic, just.
No, actually under this truck, we did do all the Heim steering upgrades. So I wanted this thing to steer really tight. I wanted to do some upgrades to the truck. So we did the 2.5-inch Tom's lift kit.
Yep.
We did the 4-wheel disc brake with, which comes with the booster. And we went ahead and did the steering too, because to me, you might as well make this thing drive like a new vehicle, because we didn't even use any old bolts. This is a brand new vehicle.
That's awesome. Let's head inside. Oh, it's super cool. Oh, I like the little lights too. Those are the AMP research steps. Really nice.
So the interior is not quite completely finished, but we're playing around with some wood panel inserts that will get door pockets and a few other things. We'll put a sound system, speakers, so you can enjoy everything in your playlist.
And then these are the Tom's premium seats.
Yeah, these are their buckskin. We wanted the truck to be super clean, so we went with a white dashboard. We went with the classic instruments gauge, which is one of my favorite things, because it has a tachometer in it, and it's got these little tiny LED turn signals that you can't even see until you hit the signal, and then they're really bright.
That's cool.
You'll know it if you leave your turn signals on.
Yeah, which most Bronco owners don't know if they left their turn signals on. Are you gonna do carpet or anything on the floor, or just kind of leave it?
Yeah, we're gonna do a one-piece mat over the front transmission tunnel, and then the same one piece across the back.
Nice.
So you have something to protect the paint. But we painted everything white. The floor's painted to match. And then the coolest part of the truck you can't see, it's the underside of this truck. It is oxide red in Raptor lining, and it's got this beautiful matte finish. And then the frame rails of the truck are actually powder coated hammer tone gray. So the truck is best if you just roll underneath it and take a nap.
Yeah. Well, maybe when we get it running, when you get it running and driving, we'll throw it up on the coach lift and take a look underneath it.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. All right. So tell me what have we done here?
So we're working with a complete white interior. So we've got the chrome-plated stainless steel tilt steering column, and what's really cool is where it says park, reverse, neutral. Even that piece is chrome and backlit. All the knobs on the dashboard are chrome, all the bezels and everything, the indicators, it's either chrome or black in this truck. Yeah. So we've got the JB twin stick ship kit for the transfer case, and they have a really nice boot that comes with it, and we made our own little stainless steel plate for that. But I think my favorite thing inside the truck right now is the classic instruments gauge. So it even has a tachometer inside of it, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it's like, it is all analog, but it's not manual. Like it's a digital signal that's moving the analog needles and all that, or the manual.
Right. From what I understand, John McLeod, that started the company and designed that, used neodymium magnets to make all the needles move, and figured out how to make it all, it's just wire operated. The other cool thing is, if you get their instrument cluster, it comes with a wiring harness, and it's got a converter at the transmission that converts it to an electrical connection.
Cool.
So there is no cable being driven up to that spins anything for the speedometer to work.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Well, it looks great. It looks like it's going to be awesome when you have it all put together, when you have it all finished.
Yeah, we're buttoning things up now. We've got it all dialed in and running, and working on brakes. We just did the twin fan system for the engine, which is 2 electric fans. One comes on at 185 degrees. The second one comes on at 195.
Nice.
And then they kick off the same way. As it cools off, one kicks off, then the other one kicks off. So it's a little quieter too.
Yeah.
Put the hood on it and drive it. We're just a few days away.
Well, there you go. Just a little, taste of what Donnie's been working on, his Bronco restoration. I apologize if you're just listening to this on iTunes or Spotify. Head over to YouTube, take a look at the video, and if you're on YouTube, give us a little subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Donnie, thanks for letting us poke around your build.
Yeah, we'll drive it next.
Yeah, deal.